in January. All the kids take down their Christmas tree, and we all get together as a community and we set those trees on fire.
Me no want to be a mosquito down at the Christmas tree burn. Down at the Christmas tree burn. Me no want to be a mosquito down at the Christmas tree burn. Down at the Christmas tree burn. Because the fire get hot, hot, hot. And the mosquito them drop, drop, drop. And then the fire get hot, red hot. And the mosquito them pop, pop, pop. And they do the Bobby Wombo. And they do the Bobby Wombo. And they do the Bobby Wombo. Oh, and then they do the Bobby Wombo. Me no want to be a mosquito down at the Christmas tree burn. Down at the Christmas tree burn. Come me no want to be a mosquito down at the Christmas tree burn. Down at the Christmas tree burn. The bear leg we bite, bite, bite. The barbecue just right, right, right. We making music through the night, night, night. And then they make a fire light, light, light. And they do the Bobby Wombo. 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 And then 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 they do the Bobby Wombo.
Mosquito bite on the leg and feet.
Move your body, sway to the beat.
Hear the punching check, hear the band.
Call the bombero fireman.
Find a partner, then grab a tree.
Throw it in on the count of three. Step back, watch the fire rise.
Watch mosquito drop from the sky. Mosquito bite on the leg and feet. Move your body sway to the beat. Hear the punching check, hear the band. Call the bombero fireman. Find a partner, then grab a tree. Throw it in on the count of three. Step back, watch the fire rise. Watch mosquito drop from the sky.
Me no want to be a mosquito down at the Christmas tree burn. Down at the Christmas tree burn.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Rapping with Rapscallions. I'm here with my favorite Christmas Santa Claus stand-in impersonator, Joe Mesquita.
Hey, what's up, HB? Let me just say that you are also my favorite Christmas Santa Claus impersonator.
Exactly. We stand in front of each other like mirrors, and we mime each other as Santa. It's amazing.
Just to make sure our moves
You
are on
guys can
point.
pay for it if you like. So tell me, Joe, what's your, let's start off. We got a great show today, episode 23 of Very Shorty and Slim Christmas. They're launching an album. So we're gonna breeze through our Rapping with Rapscallions weekly wrap up. How's your week been? Looks like he's frozen. His week has been very cold. He's frozen right now. So I'm going to go ahead and talk for him. We had some sad news. Both Joe and I had some sad news this week. We had been rehearsing for 1903, the musical. And due to this situation, which we knew was a pretty good probability of happening,
Back.
I'm just telling everyone about 1903 if you want to take over.
I'm back. I'm back. What did you say? What did I miss?
Just that, that we've been rehearsing for 1903 and we got some bad news.
Yeah, we got bad news. The show has been postponed, guys, till November 2021. HB and I, we were kicking booty. We were rehearsing. We were dancing. We were singing like never before. But obviously, the pandemic put the kibosh on that because we want to keep everybody safe. We want to keep.
We figured that was always a good probability of that happening. But as the most successful play ever in Panama, we sold out the Teatro Nacional. A lot of people were looking towards the production team as like the leaders in theater, and there was a lot of people who had gone almost all year without pay. All the guys from the sets and everything. So, they were trying to push forward, try to be the leaders in the theatrical arena, but unfortunately, that wasn't to come to pass. But we gave it a good old effort.
We did.
On a bright note, my chicken started laying eggs. I want to talk about this.
You're like
thank
a
you.
chicken grandpapa.
I'm a chicken grandpapa, and I want to bring Dave in because he was my science teacher, and we have some scientific things to talk about. So that's going to be fun.
Dave is
What
the
else?
chicken godpapa.
Dave's the godfather of the chickens. and you know the name we named the chickens due to we named them over an Instagram poll, and the first one to lay an egg was Margaret Hatcher.
Of course.
Margaret Hatcher. Beautiful.
Margaret Hatcher, man.
Yeah, thank you for. Do you have anything to add? Well, we've got the crew in the background. I want to bring them in.
Man.
All right, we're gonna bring these
We're
guys
just gonna
in.
bring them in, man.
Bring them in. Then we can ask them about their week too. We're gonna have a weekly wrap up of all 4 guests. Welcome to the show, Shorty and Slim, Dave and Alex. Gonna go for the high five. Gotta go. There you go. Okay. High five.
What up? What up?
That's teamwork right there. It's a hot show. It's hot. Everyone tuning in, you guys are going to have a great time. These guys, due to popular request, have come out with a Christmas
chickens.
album. And also got chickens. So we're bringing these guys back on the show. We had them on when they had their 25th anniversary. They launched their new album. And in a few short months, they went back into the kitchen and cooked up something special for Christmas. Tell us about your new album, guys.
Man, we're still trying to figure out what happened to the one in summertime. Jeez. Christmas album. Shorty's been dreaming about a Christmas album for like 20 years. And I kept putting him off, like, nah, only real bands do Christmas albums.
What does that mean?
Only like the Rolling Stones do Christmas albums, man.
Yo, we need a Christmas album.
And the Beatles.
No, man. I know. We need a Christmas album.
So is it safe to say that you're the Grinch of the group?
Well, no. I mean,
Yeah.
Joe, if you look behind Joe, you'll see a bunch of little Santa Clauses on the shelf there. I'm the Grinch. I'm Bah Humbug, man. Bah Humbug always. My Christmas tree is my ahichombo bush. That's it.
I got Santa Claus right here.
I got Santa Claus right here too. The thing with David is that I'm like, Dave, we really don't have any Christmas songs. I don't think we do a Christmas album. And then he creates a shared file, and there's like 10 songs on there already made, like from just years of compiling Christmas jingles, and there's all kinds of stuff on there. There's some nice heartfelt ones. There's some campfire ones. There's some silly ones.
Yeah, there's some that go back all the way back to college days when you're in college and you're lonely, and so we had Christmas as that one. Some of the words are, we didn't have any snow. Oh no, it was green the whole year round. We never had a fire. We had no mistletoe, but we had Christmas.
Yes,
We had us some Christmas, man.
Up in there, man. Yeah.
Time. Here, I'm going to put on the graphic on the bottom. Here's the webpage. Everyone who's tuned in, type in saspanama.bandcamp.com. The first album on there is the Have a Merry Christmas album, the SAS Christmas album. And then you'll see all the other albums are available too. So you want to make sure you go there. Alex is working on the high-tech graphics there, if you want to check that out. Also, it's Christmas time, people. It's Christmas time, so you know what you're going to want to give away is some Shorty and Slim shirts and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Go to littlebrowndogaviation.com. Check it out. Look at this. Shorty and Slim hoodies, T-shirts, and tank tops, all kinds of stuff.
There's
You
even
gotta
towels.
get that merch.
What?
Yeah.
Shorty and
I gotta
Slim
get me-
towels.
I gotta get me some
Wow.
towels. Myra, give me a towel for Christmas.
That's a
Man.
big stocking stuffer there.
That's a wonderful gift, man.
So remember, saspanama.bandcamp.com. And then for the merch, if you want to strut around Christmas time with your T-shirts on, go to littlebrowndogaviation.com. You're going to see all kinds of neat Shorty and Slim stuff. And soon you're going to find some rapscallion stuff there. So you're going to bookmark that site.
Ooh. You got to mukbark it.
Bookmark it.
You got to mukbark that thing. Shorty and Slim mukbark it. SAS Panama .bandcamp.com.
Yes. So I see something I clicked on. It says the SAS Christmas album side A. What is this? A cassette?
What,
We can get a cassette.
it's an LP, man.
It's an LP.
Snap.
Oh,
That's
nice.
old school. I like it.
So on this first edition, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs. I liked all of them. After the show, people click on those play buttons. You're gonna love it.
Oh man, thank you. Side A means that the other songs weren't finished yet, and we had to release something because Christmas was coming quickly. We had to let it trickle out. So we're like, should we do singles? Should we do? And Dave's like, let's do a side A and a side B, like the old 45s.
I like it. So the side B is for New Year's or Reyes Magos or something like that.
Reyes Magos.
That's January. I give you more time. You can push off to January.
Yeah, thank you for that idea. It was supposed to be for Christmas, but actually New Year's gives us 7 more days to put some more stuff on it, more voices and more guitars.
Belleza. Well, I can tell everyone out there listening, I gave it a listen, and Joe and I were able to participate on one of the songs, Tree Burn Mosquito, Bobby Wombo. That's what you heard when we started the show. It's such a fun song. You guys are going to get addicted to it. I promise you.
Yeah.
When Joe and I heard the final cut, Karina got goosebumps. She was like,
nice.
That's from the mosquito bites.
Mosquito bites.
Yeah, it might have been a chikungunya or dengue or something like that.
Oh my goodness.
Can you zoom in on the cover of that album and you can see the giant mosquito at the tree burn?
Here we go. Zoom. Look at this guy. Who drew that?
Oh, I did that.
That's our graphic designer.
Nice. It's getting a lot better since we started drawing the seashells graphic.
Oh,
That's another show. That's for another show. We're wondering what's going on there.
Yeah. So look at all kinds of stuff happening here.
Hey, let me tell you something. I sent that. So the song came out. I sent it to my older brother. He lives in Liverpool. He has 2 little kids. And I sent Alex and I sent HB the voice note. My brother sent me back. So my 2 nephews, Emilio and Gabs, they're like, Emilio's 9 years old. Gabs must be about maybe 5 years old. Emilio, they both loved the song. They thought it was amazing. They were dancing around to it. But Emilio was saying, "Why are you burning trees? That's bad for the environment." And then and Gabs, Gabriel, the youngest one, he said, "Why are they burning mosquitoes?" Because of course our last name is Mesquita. So first he heard
The Spanish Inquisition song.
Man, that guy didn't sleep that night. Gab didn't
but
sleep.
he did not. But then he understood it. He was like, "Oh, mosquito."
The Crumpus is gonna get him.
Oh, but they loved it. They loved it.
When Dave and I wrote that song over the phone in about like 10 minutes, and then we got stuck and we're like, we need bomberos at the tree burn because it's not an official tree burn unless you have the bomberos there and the police to keep the safety and do that. So we need to have like some bomberos, and then I don't know, one of us said, "You remember Bobby Wombo was a bombero?" "Yeah, I remember Bobby Wombo." And Dave's like, "Say that word. Say that. Doesn't that sound funny in your mouth, Bobby Wombo?" Bobby Wombo. And next thing you know, we're doing the Bobby Wombo, man.
Legend.
Magic made.
I called Bobby Wombo. I chatted him. I Facebooked him. I got him online. I said, "Bobby, we're going to use your name in a song. Is that cool? Like, is that cool?" And I thought he was going to be like, "Well, let me hear what it's about or something." But he's like, "No, it's all yours. Go ahead. Go ahead and do it." So I sent him a demo and he liked it. And that was it. Got stuck. The Bobby Wombo.
It's so sticky too. You're just thinking about it all day long. You listen to it in the morning, you're gonna be humming it on all night.
Yeah,
I guarantee.
that's a fact.
yeah, don't listen to it. I'm telling you, don't.
Super sticky. Got some shout outs here. Ryan Sweeney's tuned in. He says, "Chopo."
What's up, Ryan? Oh,
Sweeney's
are like family, man. They're like family right here. Sweeney's.
Yeah.
Ryan.
Is he the one that got bit by the poison snake? I did help take care of him in the hospital back then.
Oh, Russ.
There's a
Sweeney's
story
are
there, yeah.
Right in that story, Ryan. We want to hear more about that.
Man, I didn't know about that one.
Is that a Christmas story? A Christmas snake story?
in a way, there's a miracle because he made it.
Little baby Ryan.
Ooh, letter, man. Hey, what do you guys think about that 50s song when Santa got a brand new, Santa traded in his sleigh?
I like the.
Oh
there's
man,
like a,
that was tight, man.
yeah. There's like a retro, the 50s thing, but there's like I think originally that like a Munsters kick to it or something like that. Like it's got a cool do in there. I loved it.
I never thought of it as Monsters, but yeah, it does have that little.
Yeah.
That little.
So I like that one. And you know, I'm not a big Christmas guy, so I went in kind of grumpy to it. But you know, the Away in the Manger, and the Noche de Paz.
Yeah,
You guys,
yeah.
I like the way that you guys put your spin on it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Nice. That was Dave. Dave came up with that Silent Night with total different chords, and I mean the melody's kind of the same, not really, but then the chords are not the same, but they're sort of, but not really.
Ah, so clear your explanation.
It's so clear. What he means is I wrote a song and I sent it to him and he changed, well, everything.
That's collaboration right there.
This is how songwriting goes. This is how songwriting goes. Dave sends like 2 chords. He says, I got a new song, and he sends 2 chords. And then like a month later, he sends a whole new song with everything, drums and horns and keyboards. I'm like, that sucks. I like the 2 chords better, the other one.
Because I've been hearing it for a month. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a parallel universe where Dave's over here doing his songwriting and developing the song, and I'm over here in a complete parallel universe. It's like the what is it called? The upside down?
The upside down.
Yeah, that's right. The upside down.
We're on the upside down, man. And next thing
What you guys should do is side A should be Shorty's version and side B should be Steve's version.
Seriously.
That could be fun.
that's kind of the side B actually has a lot of Dave's songs on them. I think all the songs on side B are.
Are you saying you prioritize there, Alex? What's going on?
No, man. It was a matter of. I want to be on the side A, man.
The 18.
18.
It was one of those first in, first out type things, you know?
Cool.
First song is the first one out. The first 5 that are ready, they're on side A. Boom.
Makes
Makes
All right,
sense.
well, you know, we're kind of jumping around, so I want to ask you guys, how was your week? Let's do a Shorty and Slim, edition of Rapping with Rapscallions weekly wrap up. Who's gonna go first?
Is this like therapeutic kind of thing, or is this?
Hey, if you want to cry, we got you, brother.
Hey,
It's okay.
speak your mind. Speak your mind. Safe space. Safe space.
Yeah, they
Take
told us
it
you
away,
had to
Coach.
share. You had to
Take it away.
share on this program.
Hi, my name is Alex, and
You're a musician.
I have a music making problem.
Yeah.
I make too many tunes, too many jams.
In my
I don't know how to
brain.
stop.
Oh, this week was something else, Dave. This week was. I'm doing virtual school with 6th and 7th graders teaching science, and that's probably the highlight of the week. Is when you have 20 little faces in front of you going,
They all just like staring at you, like, what's going
yeah,
on?
like, what's next, Mr. Reyes? You know, why are we
Yeah.
here? But it's so fun. There's so much energy in there. And then you click out, you know, clean, class is over, and you click out and you look around and you're like, damn, I'm still stuck in my house, man.
Well, then you don't have to drive home now. You don't have to leave the classroom.
I mean, that's cool. That's cool. So, and then you're back to like planning and Shorty and slimming.
So do you think that this quarantine, so to speak, this new type of living has helped your music making?
It's kind of given me more time to develop things. Yeah, I would say so. Even writing songs. Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know about Dave.
How's your week been, Dave?
Yeah.
Hold on, Alex. Finish up on. You spent a lot of time in the studio this week, man. Talk about that a little bit. Even I want to know that. What happened?
Get all the updates on rapping with
Yeah.
Rap Scallions.
There's 4 songs on side B. I did all the guitars on We Had Christmas, sort of, missing one guitar. We did the song called Christmas Morning is Here. Put some guitars on that, and then we have a new one, which is it's an old song from 2000. Actually, from 2000. No, damn, that song's from '99. The Patio Sale song. We took the Patio Sale song and put Christmas lyrics on it. So I put double guitars on that and some little wingdings, and I still need to put the vocal on it. So that's what I spent the week with Igni Music at Igni Music, working on that.
Belleza. Hey, a lot of people, before we switch over to Dave, we got some shout outs to do. Stephanie, my cousin. Stephanie says online teaching sucks.
Definitely.
My buddy from back in the day, Red Machine Football, he said, hey, y'all. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Hugo Cabrera Juice, returning fan from Colon's side, my buddy. Whopping Black Beer, HB La Cerveza Negra. That's me. And Stephanie Helen Baco says, woohoo, sass. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. And please share us a comment. If you got a question for Shorty and Slim, please share it so we can ask them on the air.
That's right.
Ralph Furlong says, it's the rap show. That's right. Rapping with Rap
The
Scallion,
rap show,
Shorty
no
and Slim.
doubt.
Can you say that again? The Rap Show. Welcome
The
to the Rap Show.
He put
Well-
it's the in all capitals RAPSHO. Rap show. Rap show.
That's like the shortened version of Rap Scallions. The rap
Rapping
show.
with Shorty. Hey, online.
In the words of the famous Mighty Bell, bring it!
Mighty Bell welcomes you for Shorty and Slim Christmas. Anyway. Dave, how was your week? Can you bring some order
Dave.
to this manicomio?
Oh,
to this
yes.
asylum?
My week was busy. I did a lot this week. I painted the floor of my shop, I'm building a shop. I had to put a couple coats on there. I did make a half-mile long trail through the woods. What else have I done? I don't know. I went fishing a couple times, caught a couple of little fish, let them all go. It's just fun to catch them. And I've just been waiting for Alex to get out of this studio, checking on that every day. But I do spend a couple hours every morning up till this last couple days. I get up early. I don't know why. I never got up early in my life till I retired. Now I get up at 5 o'clock and I'm going to do studio work till like 7 or 8. And then I go out and work hard the rest of the day. But it's fun. I like it.
Yeah.
And so I have like little, it helps too with having to stay home. And yes, I live in a park. It's 25 acres of a park. So it's beautiful and I have a lake where I can play and stuff, but you still don't get to get out. But thank goodness I'm not stuck in a room like some people I know. So I get to go out and do different things. And that helps me get through the day because I'm a little bouncy, you might say.
That's good that you've been able to
ADDD David.
Dave. My week has been great. I wanted to bring you guys in on this because my chickens, which I bought during the full quarantine, we figured we're stuck out here on about 3 acres of property, almost 2 hectares. And so we were like, well, if they've got us trapped in, let's get some chickens, see if we can get some eggs laying. We didn't know what we were doing. We figured like we had the little chickadees and then like 2 weeks later you get eggs, right? Okay, 23 weeks later, one of the chickens starts acting strange. And Margaret Hatcher, she keeps jumping in and looking in the windows, looking for one of us. We're like, what, man, this chicken's getting obsessed with us. What's going on? We figure maybe she's a woman now. Maybe she's developed. She's a woman now. She wants to talk to mom and dad. What's going on with my body? She wanted to have a chat with us. And she started making lots of noise. She bucket, bucket, bucket. So she decided that she's gonna roost close to the front door. And I was like, hey, this is pretty cool. She's gonna come deposit the eggs here. We don't have to walk halfway down the yard to get the eggs, right? They're just home delivery service, right?
Yeah.
So this she's been laying eggs every morning, and there's a pre-song squawk. There's one that they do before they lay the eggs, and then they have their egg song afterwards, where they kind of announce that they've laid an egg. So I just realized that having the roost or having her box right outside my window at 5 a.m. wasn't the best idea. So I got fresh eggs, but I'm suffering, man. Every morning.
All these scientific observations, you need to write them down carefully and log them because they're very useless information.
It's very useless. I can go onto the Shorty and Slim Facebook page and make bullet points all over the place.
But tell me, it was 23 days?
23 weeks.
Weeks. I was gonna say, man, what you got?
Is that the time it takes for a chicken to reach egg bearing potential?
Yes, sir. That is correct.
But now you're going to
okay.
have eggs every day for like 3 years.
Well, that's
and
the
your
thing is
chicken,
it's
I've had
so
chickens
mean.
before,
Yeah.
and they will
How do
move.
they-
So what you'll find one day is you won't have any eggs, and 2 weeks will go by and you'll have no eggs. You think then you got to start following the chicken, and the chicken will actually watch you. Like when you're watching, she's not going to where she lay eggs. So here I am out in the yard hiding behind a tree, watching the chicken. Chicken's looking at me. Run to the next little tree. Look around. This chicken had gone we had piled a bunch of brush into a trailer and we were going to take it to the dump, but it sat out there for a couple of weeks. Well, the chicken had gone up inside the trailer, inside the brush, and there were like 20 eggs in a pile inside the brush. So when you're missing them, you got to go hunting them. They're out there somewhere.
They're probably going to go to my neighbor's kitchen and lay them over there or something. But how do they do every day they form an egg? That's my goodness. That's incredible.
That's crazy.
Can you eat the egg as soon as it's hatched? Or as soon as it's like, as soon as it's laid?
Well, that's what I wanted to do against my mother-in-law, who's a farmer. She's like, they taste better if you wait 2 days. So what we've done, 5 days. I'm sorry. I just got the technical department just let me know. So what we did is we've got 5 days worth of eggs now. And then after the show, if I don't have too much of this romponche, I'm going to test them out and report back to you guys.
Well, you need to know too that chickens' eggs will taste like what they eat. So one time years ago, we threw away some shrimp. We had cleaned the shrimp and took all the thing and threw it out. Well, those chickens ate all the shrimp carcasses. Well, 2 days later, we had eggs for breakfast and it tasted like low tide. I said, Mom, these eggs are horrible.
What?
It's like, there's nothing wrong with giving the chicken. No, it was
Smells like the Bay
so
of Panama.
bad.
Smells like Mohone Beach.
Home beach way.
Yo, but that's an excellent business idea because that means if I feed chickens dark chocolate, then the eggs will taste like dark
Try it.
chocolate.
Easter eggs, man.
But I always
I got
made me
a
wonder,
bad
like my chickens would eat earthworms and little maggots and stuff. So, and those eggs tasted pretty good. So,
Their favorite meal, from my observations, is frog poop. They fight over that.
Maybe it has lots of nutrients. I think it has lots of nutrients.
I guess so.
What's happening here?
Yeah.
we reverted to chickens.
Yeah.
Have you named all your chickens, HP? Have you named them all?
There's Margaret Hatcher, which was named by Michelle Kuo. She gets a blue ribbon for that name. There's oh my gosh.
Technical department.
Yeah.
Department.
Chick Norris is the other one.
Chicken Norris. That's cool.
They're all very, very funny. I promise you guys. Okay, so back to the shout outs. Hugo Cabrera is asking, ¿Cuál es la tema de hoy? The theme today is chickens and
apparently.
also a Christmas album.
A chicken Christmas.
Myra says, not like he works hard all day alone. He does have a buddy who also cooks him meals. I will attest to the ADD. Someone's got to feed that energy, right?
Yeah.
Dan Norman says, peeps. Also, I'm supposed to ask you about the Christmas artwork behind you, Dave. What's going on? What's going on with the artwork behind you?
Oh, I paint sometimes. So one year we
Hey.
needed a painting for Christmas, so I decided I'd make a poinsettia. So I painted that.
Looks great, man.
And then another year, Myra said, I want something bigger for the wall. So I made a mountain with a star and a.
Hey, impressive.
That's a one
Man,
evening painting there. There's my
You should
Santa
have-
Clauses, some of them.
Can you start a painting show? Painting with Sass?
Serious, man.
Oh,
happy
yeah.
to-
Sassy painting.
Sassy
I got to
painting,
grow
I
a
like
fro
it.
first.
Yeah. What was that guy's name?
Bob
Oh,
Ross.
gosh. Bob
Bob
Ross,
Ross.
man. Legend. Oh,
Oh,
my
I
gosh.
thought you were talking about Richard Simmons.
Same look. Same look.
No, you could also have a show where you exercise with people. You jazzercise. That'd be
As
pretty
you
cool.
paint. 2 for 1.
As you paint.
Actually, what would be more fun is if Alex had a dance class.
I got to dance. I'm working on the dance moves for the Bobby Wombo, man. That's going to be the new Macarena.
I think people need that.
Yeah.
Everyone's been asking about the
a good
choreography for that dance.
I'm gonna try and see if we can enlist some of the choreographers that we work with over at in the theater world. Maybe they can help us out.
I'm sure they could. I mean, come on, man. Mosquito bite on the leg and feet.
Move your body, sway to the beat.
Here the bochinche, here the bun.
Call the bombero, fireman.
How do you make a fireman? Like with a hose?
Yeah, you whip your equipment out.
You gotta
and spray-
call. No equipment. You gotta call the bombero.
Call the bombero.
Fireman.
You know, that brings up an interesting question. I was asking Joe about it earlier. I was like, when you lived in the United States, or you being Panamanian, have you ever heard of the tree burn?
Yeah,
And,
yeah. Totally. When I was a kid, I remember burning trees. Yeah, but
In the
trees.
jungle, though.
Did you roll them up first?
That's right.
So I don't know. Are you guys, is this something that's unique to the Canal Zone and later unique to Panama?
I have some friends that know about tree burns in the States, like far west Seattle area. They've heard of tree burns.
Okay.
But it was more like a family thing, or like the block.
Right, yeah.
It wasn't a.
It wasn't a community thing.
Yeah, right. It was like maybe 5-6 trees and same concept.
But there might be someone tuned in that's never been to a tree burn. So why don't you guys paint us a picture? Tell us what happens at these tree burns that evoked you guys wanting to make a song.
That's right.
Well, yeah. The song, well, first of all, about tree burns, every little community in the Canal Zone had a tree burn. So what do you do with all those old trees? Instead of just throwing them in the garbage, we would collect them all, and we had a big bonfire down in a big field somewhere. And it was a community thing where we had a potluck, and all the people would come down. And then it kind of evolved where all the kids had teams, and you got your friends together, and we had teams, and we went around asking for Christmas trees around the 1st of December. Can we have your tree when you take it down? Yeah. So then we'd go pick up the tree. Then I remember some team had, like most of the trees in town, they had all the trees, and they hid them in the jungle. But of course, you're hiding them in the jungle, and the tinsel's falling off on the trail, so it wasn't too hard to locate the trees. So we went one night with a bunch of bicycles, and we stole all their trees.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so it's just, and then they'd steal them from us, and the battles.
like,
and then,
Incursions, you go in, like Diablo would get on their bicycles and then go over to Los Rios and dragging a Christmas tree behind your BMX
banana bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Dude, you could drag like 3 or 4 trees behind you, but you was tiring, man.
grass.
In
Did
Lebovo,
you ever have like
like
did you have guards or something there making sure that nobody came and stole your tree?
we used to
Oh.
sleep. We used to make a fort and sleep in the trees and stand guard, like especially the 2 or 3 days before the burn, where everybody was stealing each other's trees. We would make a fort in the tree. My parents didn't give me permission to stay all night, but the other kids did. and they would spook the trees.
We had
Whoa.
the guys had a house that they had just moved out of, but so they still had the key for the garage. So they stored all their keys, all their trees in the garage, and then they slept in there with them. So we went down to housing and we told them, hey, there's this vacant house and we need to get in the garage because someone moved out and he left this thing in there. We got to get it. So they gave us a key. So we went back at night, like 50 of us little kids. We must have been like 12 years old. And of course, there are some kids who are a little bit older. So we got there like 9 o'clock at night, meet up, and we unlocked the lock. We opened the door and we start pulling out trees. And then those kids woke up. And then the older kids were fighting, and all us little kids had all the trees. We were running down the street, taking all the trees. It was wonderful times. That was the gang warfare back in the day.
The thing is, Joe, the thing is that everybody's in the same community. So on the night of the tree burn, all those trees are going into the same fire anyway, you know?
Right.
But it was
But
just
it's kind of a competition.
Yeah. So it wasn't like different communities were like, hey, man, we got to have the most amount of trees to burn and win this tree lighting competition.
It's kind of like a big capture the flag thing, you know, where
Right.
I steal your trees, you steal mine, and then you set up watch, and then we figured out if we put it in the spinning club, there's only one row to the spinning club, so we only had to let's watch, and then we, like you said, we'd lean all the trees against the fence and make a fort that you could crawl underneath it. Hey,
I find it incredible that from the 1st of December, you were already talking to people like, hey, you're going to give me that tree, right?
exactly.
you check in on people. It's like, hey, you're late. You're late.
See, all the communities had their own tree burns, but when things got slim pickings, like in the 90s and 2000, and the tree burns became mass community things where everybody brought their tree burns as best they could. Like people would bring, remember Barkley Hayes would bring like a trailer full of trees, like a towing trailer full of trees to the tree burn. Another family would bring tons of trees, and everybody would put them together. And this massive bonfires, the biggest ones I remember were in Gamboa, just like stupid size
300, 400 trees. And that's where the song came from. So one year we were playing in the band there, and the mosquitoes were eating us alive. And it's like, come on, light the fire, man. It's just so we're playing Blue Oyster Cult Godzilla. Go, there goes Tokyo. Go, Godzilla. And then the tree lit up, and man, it was so hot. It was like a nuclear blast. All the mosquitoes, you can see them just falling out of the sky. Like, yeah, this is good. We're good. No more mosquitoes. And we were 100 yards away from the fire. There were literally 300 trees. They had gone to the military bases with trucks and had loaded up all the trees from the garbage cans on military base. That's where we got all the trees.
Oh my God. That's where the song came from. You see the little silhouette of a mosquito, ooh, then it would just, like, I don't know, it would just burn the wings off in an instant. And they just drop, whoop. And then they do the Bobby Wampa.
Then they did the Bobby Wamba.
The mosquitoes would do it as they started to die in the fire. Hey, I have Doug Texas on Instagram says that in Texas, the trees are put in lakes for the fish.
For the fish? They have their own tree burns underwater? What's going on there?
I guess fish have underwater tree burns. I don't know. Doug has to like fill me in on that because
that's Doug.
It's a place for all the little minnows to hide. So actually, I saw online you can buy a fake tree for like $400 to put in your lake so that the fish can hide among the branches. So it's a whole lot cheaper just to throw your Christmas tree out there.
You're creating an artificial reef or something?
$400.
Yeah,
we're in the wrong business, man. We should be making fake lake trees.
Yeah, man, the fake lake industry tree industry.
Is that, you have to ask Doug. Doug, are you out there? Doug, come in, Doug. That's Doug Hanning from Quarry Heights, baby.
Doug Hanning, yeah.
Is that, do they throw the tree after the tree burn, like the carcasses or the actual tree?
I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see what Doug says. Doug, we're counting on.
We need some viewer intervention here.
Seriously.
We definitely need an intervention somehow here.
Andrew Epthemiadis says that when you light trees in the fashion that you guys have explained, it's called a forest fire. Not good. Kathy Overstreet, greetings from Arizona. Hello. And Sue Norman's back again. And thank you, Sue, for tuning in again. Enjoying the tree burning rappings.
Oh, man. Dude, but the thing about the tree burn was that there was lots of coolers, lots of lawn chairs.
Barbecue.
Usually there was like everybody had their own music blasting out of their own car, but then Gamboa got smart and they're like, we're going to hire a band. And they hired, was it the Bohio Boys or what was your band name?
Yeah, that was the Bohio Boys. Fred Bales.
That was when like people really got together and like the potluck was inside the community center and you could go get your plate of Johnny Mazzetti and get a rum and coke and sit by the fire and talk with the family. But it was all about community and like it was either talking to your neighbor or making sure that your kid wasn't jumping into the fire or getting too close.
Or he's holding on to the tree while two other kids are throwing the tree in. And the kid's still hanging on. It's my tree. It's my tree. Like, let go.
I don't think we ever had any accidents, though, did we? I can't think of any.
No, because we had the bomberos there, man.
I can't think of any.
You paying attention?
Yeah. Job, man. The bomberos.
Hey, how many people would go to these? Like, how big was this?
200 people,
The
maybe?
whole town.
The whole town. Wow.
The whole community had their trees, and their kids all participated in the looting of trees. And then on a given date, everyone would get together, have their lawn chairs, their cooler, their bucket of KFC, or maybe someone's grilling, and everyone takes turns.
Would this signify, did it have a meaning like the end of Christmas or the end of winter or anything like that?
Could be, yeah. It was usually on like
psychologically, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
time to take the lights down.
I don't think that
some people never take their lights down. Who do I know that has never taken the lights down in 20 years?
I still got them up, man.
But then you don't have to put them back up every year, man. You're like saving yourself a heartache.
He's efficient.
Yeah.
All you have to do is change bulbs.
Man. All you gotta do is flip the switch.
They don't make those bulbs anymore.
I went to the Novi and they said, "Sir, those bulbs are like a fire hazard."
You need to go down to the Electrónico Caribe over in El Dorado. They still have those bulbs, guaranteed. They'll sort you
out real good.
Yeah. My bulbs are so old, like the paint fell off them and they're all white.
They're
clear. I don't think there was any superstitious thing, Joe, like burning away the bad vibes of the last year and bringing in the new. I don't think there was anything like that. It was just like let's get a drink and let's throw a tree.
Yeah. Oh, because I was thinking, because it was reminding me a lot of, how here in New Year's people make a lot of figures and they like stick like little bombs and stuff in their pockets and they blow them up.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if maybe if this happened like on Three Kings or after Three Kings, and that's generally when people start taking down all the Christmas decorations and stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe it just kind of signified that, like, all right, we're done with Christmas, and then that's when the summer starts, and then people start doing all their summer shenanigans.
I think that's what it was. That's what Dave hit a nail on the head. It's the closing of the season.
Yeah. We got some more people chiming in. I put my tree in the pond fish habitat, either with needles or without. That's Sue Norman chiming in. Jim Duffus says Gamboa's biggest evening event.
Yep.
Sue Norman says, how about the firecrackers? Yes, lots of firecrackers.
Yeah, that was kind of dick when they throw firecrackers into the fire. You're not ready for it, man.
Yeah, sometimes they would sabotage the trees and put firecrackers in the branches and stuff.
What?
Yeah, man.
So you had Bobby Wombo there to keep people safe, right?
Yes.
When that happened.
With the big Panama Canal Commission truck van.
Beautiful truck.
Beautiful, brand new. Hey, but
every now and then you get a tree that still had the lights on it too, so it'd make it real pretty green from the copper burning as all that copper poison smoke comes out that we all got to breathe. Yeah, but how pretty it was.
That metallic tinsel stuff.
Oh my God. That's where Joe's nephew comes in. It's true. That's polluting the
That
environment.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
Might as well throw some tires in there if you're gonna do that.
Jim Duffus says black spot in the field until rainy season come back. New Year Muñeco would have the fireworks.
That's right.
It's a great tradition. I
Yeah.
just drove up from the city yesterday, and the most popular muñeco is the Corona head. You know the virus that has the little
Spikes.
snorks on.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So
Like
that's
that one.
and then of course Trump is always a favorite around here to burn in effigy. So there's a few of him. I think there's a couple Nitos out there.
Can you say effigy on the air? Is that isn't that a bad word?
I don't see why the fuck not. Ooh,
Oh, oh, oh.
tip of the tongue. Effigy, I don't think it's a bad word. It just means is it? Okay, moving right along.
Yes, let's talk Christmas.
Christmas
so,
time.
Alex, you said you don't like Christmas, but we know Dave likes Christmas.
No. I like Christmas. I don't like Christmas albums starting on December 1st. Let's do a Christmas album.
Is that when you guys started working on this album, December 1st?
No.
No, actually October. But then Alex took 3 weeks off to record some live party thing. So really, we lost a month. So it's only been a month and a half. So it's been pretty crunch.
It's been
Wow.
fun. But I like Christmas. I enjoy Christmas. If it wasn't for that tree, I wish the tree would put itself up and put itself away.
I think that's the worst part, yeah, having to put it up, because then you know that once it's up, you're like, oh, it's so pretty, but then you got to put everything down, put it away. No bueno.
But I love Christmas. Christmas, especially in Panama, man. Like I think I put my tree up, and the next day the north wind changed, and I got north wind, sunny. It was like the tree brought it. Oh, nice, Dave. Look at that.
Oh, beautiful.
Now that's a beautiful Christmas
Holy.
tree.
That's like you even got like mistletoe and stuff.
Oh man, it's Christmas, Alex. You got to decorate, man. Change your life a little bit.
It's true. It does change your whole attitude.
True that, man. I felt
Jim
that when I put my tree up and my Santa Clauses, I was like, life is good. It's time to feel good.
Bingo.
And speaking of feeling good, we have longtime listener Chechi chiming in on Instagram. He says, in Chinese, we used to do Xmas tree burns as well and did a hot dog cookout.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that sounds good.
So this happens all
Yeah,
over the place.
that's true. It always ended up with a little hot dog and like marshmallow
Marshmallows.
that dies down. Yep. Nice one. Chinese.
Chinese, man. That's where it's at. It's what's happening.
Was that back when it was cow pasture?
When a who? I don't know. You're asking me something I don't know.
We got another comment. Jim Duffus says copper sulfate burns green. Original tinsel was lead. So we all have been
Oh, inhale.
Lead burned white, so you could get a nice green and white.
Beautiful.
That's
Along with
nice.
the yellow. Beautiful.
That's very festive.
Oh, boy.
Festive lights. That's
Write
good.
that one down.
So continue on with Zonian traditions and tree burns and whatnot. You mentioned Johnny Mazzetti. I think that's a Zonian recipe there too, right? Is that during Christmas time you made a big lasagna plate of that?
What's Johnny Mazzetti? Is that because I'm imagining a restaurant? What? Was that a restaurant or something? What is? I've never heard of that. Tell me.
Google it, man. Hold on. Let me get my board out here. We're going to talk about Johnny Mazzetti.
Johnny Mazzetti has noodles. It has Arturo sauce. That's the main ingredient. You got to get Arturo sauce, which is it's like tomato sauce, but it's got extra things added to it. So sometimes you can find it in a little store. And then you put in olives,
Right.
and hamburger, and some mushrooms.
You guys are making me hungry.
Yeah, too. We gotta have a
Onion, peppers.
cooking with rapscallions Johnny Mazzetti night.
Ooh, I found the Johnny Mazzetti casserole.
Do you
Looks
have a
amazing.
The cool thing is you don't really have to like put proportions. You just make it like a gusto, you know?
Right.
and then cheese on the top? Ooh. Yeah, Myra can she'll put the recipe on the internet. How's that?
Oh, please.
Perfect.
It's so good. And it feeds like 50 people. So whenever we have big people coming over, we make 2 big plates of Johnny Mazzetti, and people just love it. It's really good stuff.
So it says, here's a picture of it here at the bottom. It's kind of like a roasted pasta, a baked pasta dish. And it's full of meat, noodles. And I remember it mostly from after the Caica race. You know, you had your whole crew there.
Right.
And someone's mom would send over a bandeja. You threw it in the oven, and you had dinner for that night. Everything a Cayuca paddler would need.
That sounds amazing.
And this was so popular in the Canal Zone. At the high school, Myra and I, we ran the Biological Honor Society. And the way we made all our money for the year is we had one Johnny Mazzetti night where we had kids make Johnny Mazzetti and sell tickets at $5 a plate. And we would make $4,000 in one night.
Wow.
Whoa.
Rapscallions is having a Johnny Mazzetti night.
There you go.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Pay for the internet.
Seriously. People can send us money via Yappy. We promise you it's happening in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Dave is so stoked about Johnny Mazzetti. He wrote a song about it. It's like a double-edged, what do you call it? A doble sentido song where the
Double
girls sing about
entendre.
their lover. Say what?
A double entendre.
A double
Yes.
entendre, a doble sentido. He's singing about this guy that she's in love with, and the guy finds out about it. So he's like, "Ras, it make me vex. My gal cheating on me, man." And the girl's writing letters like, "Oh, I wish I could just get him right like my mother did every Saturday night." He's like, "Whoa, what is going on with this Johnny guy?" And then turns out that Johnny she's in love with is Johnny Mazzetti, but you find that at the very end of the song. That was
Nice.
that's
Whoa.
Shorty's infatuation with Johnny Mazzetti, boy.
Wow, man.
Good,
That's
that's a
love, man. That's
Calypso
love.
tradition is a double sentido.
Yeah, very good.
Right. Wow, that's crazy.
She said, "I could have you sunrise to sundown. It couldn't be too much. I have you in the morning, and when evening come round, still nibble you at lunch.
Whoa.
Reading further down, my hands start to shake. It hit me hard like a big Rasta earthquake. She said if I could only get him right, like my mother did every Saturday night. Boom! Da-da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da."
Man, that's scandalous.
Oh,
That's
Johnny,
scandalous.
I love you, Johnny.
Scandalous.
I miss you, Johnny. Johnny Mazzetti. What?
Right? Did she say Mazzetti? Oh, gosh, she said Mazzetti. It's a Johnny Mazzetti. It must be her favorite dish. Even better than rice and fish. Ooh, a Canal Zone favorite. She eat the whole Pyrex of it. It make her crazy, you see. Ooh, that Johnny Mazzetti.
Man, that is
Yes,
scandalous.
I love it.
Ooh, that
You can
song
have
is-
a beefy Mazzetti instead of a stringy spaghetti.
Oh, Lord. You want a beefy Mazzetti, boy.
Yeah, we're getting lots of comments. Everyone's loving the Johnny Mazzetti talk. Mucho cheese.
I forgot to put the ground beef, loco.
Oh, that's important.
There he
Ground
is.
beef.
I'm watching from Australia. Johnny M. All right.
Johnny M.
Is that Mary Beth?
What? Is that the
Susan
original?
Barnes. Kathy Overstreet, love that song. Hi, Susan. Very popular show today. Thanks, you guys, for coming and bringing your fans with you.
Oh, it's
Hey.
all fun.
Now that we're hungry, now that we're starved for the Johnny Mazzetti,
I
why don't
know.
you tell us a little bit more
I love
about the
cookie.
other songs on the album. I want to hear, look at this delicious plate of Johnny Mazzetti we have at the bottom of the screen.
That's pretty
my
crazy.
Let's go. Let's flip back over to here. This is the album. Oh,
Let's
have
go,
a
let's
Merry
talk about the album. Let's go in depth into the other tracks that we haven't talked about, because I think we all talked about the Bobby Wombo. We love
We
it.
talked about Bobby Wama. We talked about Santa traded in his sleigh.
Oh, I need to ask a question about that one actually though. Santa Traded in a Sleigh. That one to me when I was young, it had a very like Beach Boy vibe to it.
Oh, yeah. Nice,
I
Dave.
really liked that, man. I was like, whoa, because I was a huge fan of the Beach Boys when I was younger.
It's
And
funny.
I was like, man.
It's funny because Dave said, could you put on my guitar, put a Beach Boy effect on my guitar?
What?
Success.
So there
Yes.
you go, Joe. Nice.
I loved it. Anyways, carry on, Alex. You were saying something before I interrupted you.
No. I was getting excited about that oldies sound, but
Tell us more about that. So is that
Well,
that's an original or is that a remake? How did the Santa traded in his sleigh come about?
Shorty.
yeah, I wrote that
He
one.
left us. He doesn't want to tell us.
I don't know how it came about. We just started doing.
We started
still
freezing
here?
up. The
Who's
truth
here?
is, the
Raise your
truth
hand if
is,
you're here.
David's talking to me and he says, "You remember that guy that used to drive around in a red Corvette with a big beard? He was like Santa Claus." And we put it online, and some people wrote back, "That was so and so, and that was this guy, and that was that guy." It was actually the Santa Claus that used to dress up during our block parties. But of course, during other times of the year, he was just a regular cat, you know. He was but he was driving around in this cherry red top-down Corvette, and Dave's like, "That's awesome, man. We need to make a song about like Santa driving around a Corvette." So he writes a song called "Santa Traded in His Sleigh."
Man,
And it's
I
like-
loved it.
A cool laid back Beach Boys 50s sound. It's very fun to listen to.
Seriously, man.
Fun to
Seriously.
That's another tradition you brought up was the Santa through the canal zone. That I don't know if you've heard of that, Joe.
No.
Like he would drive by through the neighborhood in front of your house and he would stop. Hey, Dave's back. Hey, we just talked so many good
I'm
things
back.
about you while you were frozen up. Everyone was applauding everything that you do, Dave.
Yeah, man. It was.
Alex jumped in and he said that he was talking about how you guys had put on your website about a guy who drove around in his Corvette, and that's what kind of piqued the creativity to writing the song.
Yeah, it was that guy. I don't know if I came up with the "Go Santa Go" or Alex did. We were just playing, I think, back and forth on the phone. I said, "This is the idea I have, something like this." And then writing the song was kind of hard. I thought it didn't come easy. It was trying to write the story and not go crazy with it and keep it fun. But it worked out. Has a little bit long lead perhaps, but I was listening to some old stuff for ideas, like the old Chuck Berry stuff. A lot of times he started off with a 30-second lead and then went from there. And if you like that style of music, just a plug on, I was in Panama, believe it or not, of all places. And I was at a hotel watching TV and there was this band. And I thought, this is weird. It's old music. Who are these guys? And it's a German band called the Baseballs. And they take modern music and they play it in 50s style.
What?
And I was living in Germany and I was trying to go to their concerts. They're sold out. You can't go to a Baseballs concert. It's really cool music. So if you like 50s, and so I listened to their stuff, and they just have the guitar, someone playing a lead and keyboards and a simple drum, stand-up bass. The guy lights his piano on fire and stuff like that. So their sound is what I was kind of hoping to get out.
I'm guitar. Sorry, Karina.
If you can get her to listen to the show, I'll be happy. Just kidding.
She knows who she.
Yeah, she does all the artwork. Let me pop that on the bottom. The logo of the iguana. You guys on your bunch time this past Monday.
You
You guys
by
had
an
mentioned
iguana.
an iguana. That the iguana was shaking his head, and that's what shows that calls the beginning of dry season. So lo and behold, the next day after you said that, we look out our kitchen window. There's an iguana eating the flowers off one of her plants. So we're like, well, what do we do? What do we do? Do we put some coffee grounds on there or something so that it stinks or something? We couldn't figure it out. I was like, well, before we do that, why don't we try taking pictures of it? And we got super close to this iguana, and he's looking
Wait,
at
I
us.
think HB's telling a little fib because he told me that Karina was the one that went out and took
Oh,
the
she
pictures of
definitely.
the iguana.
She's like, what should we
Not
do? I was like,
HB. HB was hiding in the house.
I say in the house. My gardener was missing a thumb. My gardener would go like this. He's like, This happened because of iguana. I lose my thumb because of iguana.
I like that. Hey, so for real, so when the iguanas are doing that's dry season?
That's what you said on bunch time. I took
Yeah,
that bunch.
man.
Oh, right,
Were you
right,
lying
right,
to us? We thought that was scientific knowledge.
Hey,
No.
anything we tell you on bunch, you gotta take with a grain of salt.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That's true. That's fact.
Man, I told everyone I knew. I was like, guys, check it out. When the iguana goes like that, summertime, it's all good.
Let me tell you something right now. David Attenborough's not showing up on bunch time.
Just the iguana shaking his head towards the north winds.
His boy. No,
I have hiked
this one.
up the side of this mountain, and here you
He's a
see.
That's awesome. That's just like him. Wait for it.
Good stuff.
Dude, but the Santa traded in his sleigh. So the song's about this guy screaming down the highway in his own car, and he gets passed up by Santa in a rag top. So he floors it, catches up to him, looks out the window, and notices that Santa's wheels aren't even touching the ground. He's just flying. And then he says, "Later, Sonny," and he just shoots off into the wilderness, and he's gone, delivering presents. Beauty.
I like that song. That was a tune. It reminds me of I could see like Kurt Russell Santa Claus from the Christmas Chronicles. He was driving that.
Yeah. But what about the other Santa? There was another Santa in the Canal Zone that it was like a fake sleigh, and then he would drive up in front of your house, and you go out there, and Santa would give you a present
with your name on it.
With your name on it.
That was the trippy part.
Right? How him know? How him know?
How do you know?
No, man, that's black magic, man. I don't trust that Santa. No way, man.
Yeah.
He's been stalking you.
Yeah, Gamboa had one of those too. And one year, since I had the Jeep with no top, if you remember my red Jeep, and I had Santa in with me, and my niece was one of the elves, and we drove all around town. We delivered all those presents. It was a lot of fun.
That was a highlight, man.
Kids must
Were
be
your
going
wheels
wild.
touching the ground? What's the other one on that album, man? There's
Tumba Mono. Tell us about that one.
Yes, Tumba Mono, man.
Tumba Mono
about that
Christmas.
That song was so fun to write because we sat down and just started writing everything about Christmas in Panama and what brings it in, you know. And of course, Fiesta Patria is the first thing that brings it in, you know. November holiday, them was great. 3 and 5, 10 and 28.
Uh-huh.
And then Black Friday right after Turkey Day. Last is 8th of December, already Mother's Day. So all that's jam-packed into November and gets you ready for Christmas. So if you're not ready for Christmas, COVID or not, I mean, that's what the Tumba Mono, that's what the Christmas song is about. All those things just packed in, firecrackers, there's little kids laughing. There's the Gatun Lake is filled up to the brim because from the Tumba Mono, November rain. So everything's all ready for dry season. You know, the watershed, they stored up their water to see if they can make it through another dry season for lockages. And the fishing's starting to get kicking in, you know, when the north wind changes and the currents change. So that's just a song to remind people that when you live in Panama, this is what we see. And this is our Christmas. It was super fun. And we took an old song and redid it.
It's a lot of fun. And like you said, it has all that all the romantic parts of Panama, you know, where the heavy rains leads to the dry season. So I can't even pick which one's my favorite. They're all good. But of course the mosquito song is my favorite. That one
Not
that
being
one
biased
gets me
at all.
moving.
Not being biased at all.
I
Hey,
like
so I had
Tumba Mono.
a question.
A ver.
So say, because I wrote to you about this, Alex. I was asking you when side B was coming out. because I really want to buy the entire Christmas collection,
Word.
but I would like to buy the album as a whole.
As
So
a
would I have
whole?
to, as a whole, with side A and side B? So do you suggest I wait till side B comes out, or should I just buy side A now because side B is gonna come out in January after Three Kings Day?
I would buy side A because a whole is just a part of its songs. Anybody know?
Whoa. Like you mean a whole is a part of the sums that's not in the whole.
If you add
Man.
everything up, you get a full album.
Oh
Side
goodness.
B will be coming out between now and December 25th, but it will not have side A stuck to it. So there'll be two sides to a leaf, the green side and the not so green side.
Are you guys gonna make some more exceptional cover art for side B? Pika.
People want to know, man.
Right there.
That's a good question. Should we make a new side B, or should we just keep the same artwork and then just merge the album
Just
for next
flip
year?
it. Flip it.
Flip it. Yeah, you can have two sides.
Put the
Like
back
a
side,
hologram.
just the
Like a hologram.
You can make instead of the fire in the middle, all the trees are burnt up.
Oh, nice.
And the mosquito's dead.
Sweet Bobby Womble.
Yeah.
Well, here's Dave. Dave's like, hey, Dave says he wakes up in the morning at 5, and then between 5 and 7, he does a little recording and sends it to me. So there's one song called Christmas Morning, and it's practically done. And then I wake up on Tuesday, and Dave's like, hey, man, I sent some new tracks. Go check out the shared file. So I go there, and there's 20 tracks. 20 new tracks. I'm like, and they're all voices. So it sounds like the Mormon Tabernacle Choir. So when you ask me when side B is coming out, it's somewhere between 20 tracks a day and me trying to get the right chaka 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 on the song.
You're gonna have a Christmas album for the next 5 years. What are you talking about, man? You have all year to prepare.
Seriously.
No, man, that's 20 tracks for one song.
Oh.
Like,
Wow, man.
on top of the 12 that are already there. Yes.
but it's nice. It's fun. Look, I've never done a Christmas album. I'm glad the way we did it, where we took some new songs, brand new, and then we took old ones and redid them, and then we did traditional songs. So we mixed it all together. But it's been a challenge to do all that because you got all this going on in your mind, and you're like, oh, that's Away in a Manger. That's easy. Everybody does that. But then like 13 tracks later, and a live drummer who ripped it up, by the way, his name is Tony Drums is his name. He tore the studio up. I think they had to tear the whole thing down and rebuild it because he's ripping it up, man.
Wait, we need to dig into this.
Abdiel Moreno is his name. The guy's ripping it. What? Oh, he's taking a sound check?
Sorry, I started playing the album on the background just so I can get into the vibe.
Well, Dave, I say, Dave, there's a guy here who actually, the producer, Ignacio Umedes, he says, I want to bring in this guy because he's really good. His name is Tony Drums. And I said, oh, I know Tony Drums. He's like, not only does he play drums, but he repairs them. So he's like world renowned in Panama, a young guy. So he comes in there and he's like,
world renowned in Panama.
In Panama.
No.
He's the sum of the whole in the parts. He's the sum of the whole in the parts.
Stay with me, man. Stay with me.
Sorry. Focus.
So he comes in and he's like, I go, what do you think about the Tumba Mono song? He's like, oh. And like 10 tracks later, he's got a pan, a big pan that he brought from home. He says, this pan goes right here in this part. It's like it's a paila, like as if, it was 1999 with Noriega, and, 1989. So he's playing that. He completely rearranged the percussion part of the song. And that was just Tumba Mono, which is just percussion. no drums. And then like halfway through the session, I find out that he's Sesh's brother. And I'm like,
What?
Musical family, huh?
This is like,
Wow, you should get Sech on a song, man. That'd be
dude,
epic.
we got Tony Drums on a song. That's really something
Truth.
else.
Truth.
I had no idea. I mean, and Fetch is he's nominated for Latin Grammy as everybody, as the world-renowned Sesh is Latin Grammy nominated. And here's his brother in the studio ripping the drums apart, man. It's like,
How incredible.
So I don't know where I was going with that story, but I will end it right there.
You just want the name drop Sech's brother.
Yes, Tony Drums. Everybody, if you say Sesh's brother, nobody knows it. But if you say Tony Drums, everybody knows Tony Drums. You better act somebody.
If you didn't know, now you know.
Now you know. Abdiel Morales, aka Tony Drums.
Tony Drums.
Where's the Tony come from? Tony.
I didn't ask any personal questions, man.
Said, here's the sticks. Play.
The thing is that the guy's laughing the whole time he's playing. He's smiling. He's laughing. He's so into the song because we sent it to him like a week earlier, so he got to study them. But it was one of the funnest musicians I've ever been with, because usually people are like real serious in the studio, you know, and they're all like uptight kind of. This guy was just like, "Is the mic on? Because I'm ready." And you don't have to edit any of his stuff. It's all right in time, man. It's beauty. So you'll hear him on Santa Traded in His Sleigh, Tumba Mono. He does the stuff on Silent Night, the cymbals and the little trinkets. And then he takes David's songs on side B and puts them. He says one of the songs is a cross between Queen and the Beatles.
Oh.
Wow.
I want to hear that one.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
me too. It's always kind of scary, man. It's always kind of scary because you have this idea in your head. All right, this is just a slow, just simple, and then it comes back with spoons and cowbells and quicko, and like what just happened?
It's interesting because recalling the last time you guys were on Rapping with Rapscallions, the last album was 4 years in the making, and here we have a Christmas album a few months in the making.
Yeah, man.
I think you guys need to step it up because this is good stuff. You found the formula. Just knock it out.
You guys should do an album every 6 months, man.
Yeah.
If we had a production team, we could do that. And we probably could write another 100 songs, but without a production team, and we are the production team. We write the songs, we arrange the music, we write all the parts for the oboe and the strings and all the other stuff that goes in there. If you don't do this, you have no idea how long it takes. Note by note. Sometimes I do like bongos. I'll do each individual hit on the bongo throughout the song. It's just so he gets an idea what it sounds like, and then he just deletes it all and then has some guy play it. Or I said, "Nah, I don't like that. I'll do something else." And that's cool. I mean, it's cool. That's how it works.
I have to apologize. That's happened a couple times. Yes.
Just a couple times. Very few times.
So it's great. You know, everyone listening's got a behind the scenes on the creative process of Shorty and Slim. We started talking about Tony Drums, but I think you were about to explain to us how Away in the Manger came about and how it started off simple and then sort of changed more into something with a Shorty and Slim flavor, right?
Yeah, Away in the Manger actually came to me. I told Mara, we got to do some song and just like make it Shorty and Slim like this. And I just grabbed a guitar and I stood up and I just, it's going to be like, way in a manger, no crib for a bed. The little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the sky looked down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep in the hay. Asleep, asleep.
Asleep,
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 asleep.
asleep.
The little
So
Lord
sleepy.
Jesus is sleeping right. So, wow, that's kind of country. We could do that like country wise. And then I don't know how whatever it turned into after Tony Drums got a hold of it. So it'll be good to hear it.
Yo, it'd be wild if it turns into like a reggaeton sort of tune. And then Dave will be like, this isn't whatever.
Tony Drums got it, and he pulls out his brushes. And he's like, that's a song for the brushes. I'm like, dude,
He has like a quiver, and he just like
this guy pulls out some brushes, man. I wanted to grab him and give him a big hug. He said, he's like, this sounds like rockabilly. And he does this rockabilly beat. And he jams it out. That was on the album, Dave. You don't have to wait for that. Dave, you can get the album on Panama.bandcamp. It's actually out already, Dave.
You know what I learned? I learned, Alex, I can go there and I can listen to the song for free. So that's what I do.
Yes.
But you can only listen to the song 3 times. Because then you're going to have to buy it.
What?
yeah.
It's like a drug.
Oh, I thought I had the system down.
It's like a drug, man. First you give it away, and then they come back for more.
Yeah, man. And it's a very sad message that comes out. Because then when you click it again, you're like, I'm going to listen to this song again for free. And then you click on it. And then you get a message that says, the time has come to open thy heart/wallet. And then if you put no thanks, the heart breaks. It's very sad.
Oh,
It's very sad.
Pack your bags. You're going on a guilt trip.
That's right.
yeah, man. But you know what? You can't get any merrier on Christmas for $5.
No, man. No, seriously.
You can't get any merrier for $5.
It's worth it for the price of. I think you can get like half a cup of coffee for $5 in the States now. The coffees are what, $10? So for half a cup of coffee, you can buy this wonderful digital album. It's got 5 tracks. There's only one left. Yeah, it's $5. There's only one song left to talk about: Silent Night, Noche de Paz. And I think of all the songs on the album, this is the one where it sounds like you guys both had a voice in this one. It's probably the most equal Dave and Alex time. You guys agree with that, or am I way off on that base here, drinking too much romponche?
What song are you talking about?
Silent Night.
So yeah, I think I kind of came up with the Silent Night with some major 7th chords, which we talked about on Bonch time, and just had a different feel for it. And then Alex took it and he added a whole another what do you call it? Like the bridge and the chorus he changed to be completely different. But then we kept, so it's kind of like I wrote the verses melody and then he wrote the other part of it. So yeah, it's the two of us. This is what we do. That's how it works.
Collaboration. It's the sum of the whole and the part.
It is. And then the producer, the guy in the studio, the producer, Igni Umedes at Igni Music. At Igni Music. Can you write? Is somebody typing that?
Let me. I'll bring it up. I'll put it up.
He took it. Check it out, Dave. He took it. And he's like, that needs an 808 bass kick. Boom, boom. Like Silent Night with the 808. I think even Dr. Dre didn't even think of that.
He didn't, man.
Dr.
That'll
Dre.
keep everyone in Bethlehem would be awake with the 808.
I know, yeah. And the first time I heard it, I was like, it sounds like someone's going boo in the background. What is that?
I said, Dave, you got to take it out to your car, your lowrider, put that thing on 3-wheel motion, click the little flip the toggle switch for the 808s and bounce down the street.
Boom, boom, boom.
What's Igni's handle again?
I love it.
It's at Igni Music.
MUSI?
MUSI, yep. At Igni Music. So he's like, so he plays the bass on it, but he does it with the sampler. And he does this wicked 808 bass. Then he does this mellow keyboard in the background, so it gives it like that Silent Night feeling. And then we recorded the vocal in his backyard with all the crickets going off, so it actually sounds like it's a Silent Night. You know what I'm saying? And
Beautiful. Working in nature, the dry season sounds. Why?
Yeah, I think you could even hear like the cars going by on Pedro Arias. What is the name of the street now? I don't even know. It's Gaillard Highway, but that's a new name now.
Those things change with every government, man.
Yeah, man, you don't really know.
But that song is, I love the way that there's like it goes into like a very, very, what do you call it, an uplifting bridge where Dave's doing this little guitar thing. It kind of sounds like bells mixed with angels.
Wow, bells mixed with angels. That's super like, wow.
Note to all you listeners out there that to get the best experience on Silent Night, you got to hear that in headphones, man. Oh my goodness. It's like another world, man.
It's beautiful. Here's the page here, saspanama.bandcamp.com. You can get the whole side A. You can get the whole thing here. Also, you need some merch for Christmas. Come on, look at this. Shorty and Slim. Where's your t-shirt at? Where's your hoodie at? Where's your tank top at? You can get it
towel,
here.
dog. Where's your towel?
And a towel. You need a towel.
I want a towel.
SAS, a Little Brown Dog Aviation has all the Shorty and Slim merch that your little heart desires. You need it. You want it.
Oh my goodness. It's a whole new world. It's whole new 2020 right there with Shorty and Slim on Little Brown Dog Aviation.
There you go.
He's
All kinds of neat
fast.
stuff. Here we go.
Hey, let me ask you something. I'm gonna take it back to Bobby Wombo real quick because we hear some children's vocals in the Bobby Wombo. Tell us about the children's.
That was me when we recorded that when I was like 8.
That's when you started planning the Christmas album.
He's been planning this album for a long time.
When he was 8, he pulled out his. What do people record stuff with?
We had tape recorders. You
didn't have like a woodpecker
What
with
are you laughing at? You laugh. Back in the day, you needed a $10 tape recorder. You put your tape in, you press record, and you recorded. Today, I have a $5,000 computer. I have a $1,000 microphone. I have more cables than anybody should ever own, and I still can't get it to work.
It was simpler. It was.
I just want to push
tape recorders.
Record.
You know,
even this phone business. You know, and the next thing I know, I'm talking to the White House. How does this happen?
I remember when I used to make mixtapes, just recording stuff off of the radio, and it was so simple.
Yeah.
But not anymore because that's illegal. Because that's being a pirate. I was a pirate. I didn't know about it.
Oh gosh.
What?
Let me give you the backstory on that little voice. That little voice is Elise Tomlin multiplied by like 6 or something. And this is my neighbor. Matt Tomlin is a dear friend that I grew up with. All you guys know Matt Tomlin. He's a surfer, painter, fisherman.
Great artist. Yeah, look up his artwork online. There, buy some of his art for Christmas.
Matt Tomlin, baby. So they live next door, and we had. I wanted to put a little kid's voice on there because it's a the tree burn's a little kid's thing. So I thought Elise has a beautiful little children's voice. Let's get her. And the backstory on that is when she did the intro, she talks the intro saying every year in January, she did the recording. We got it in the studio. We started to go to mix, and I go, oh my goodness, this little girl grew up. Like it doesn't sound like a little girl anymore. What are we gonna do? Because her voice sounded more. She's 14. She's not a little kid. So the engineer's like, I got this. So he tweaks a little bit, does a little pitch changing, and just changes her voice just a little bit so it sounds more like a little kid. So that's the backstory on that one. But the rest of the song is her voice straight out of Compton. He just, did his effects and stuff like that.
Wow. So it was just her. I thought you had like a choir of children in there, and you were directing them.
Well, all those cables that David was just talking about?
Yeah.
No, the choir.
That's what that is.
I thought the choir of children were you and HB.
If only our voices could sound so angelical. Oh,
Yeah, I would go back.
But the,
Yeah.
the real story about that song is we're like, oh, that's an easy song. We got that one figured out. That we'll just put that one. That'll be the first one. It'll be done. It'll be so fast. And then I play it one day, and HB's like, oh, you need like a guest rapper on that song. And that set us back like a month there.
Yeah, trying to get me and Joe. Hey, we're very cotizado in Panama. You know.
I know, man. Everybody wants us on their tracks. Sech called us the other day. We said, no, sorry, man. We're doing something with Shorty and Slim. We can't be on your album,
We don't
Sech.
have time for this. I was like, are you sure, Slim? You know.
Talk to my man.
I'm sure that's how it went.
Talk
So,
to
Alex, how much did they pay you?
A chow mein.
That's
Chow mein.
private business. But that was exciting because it's weird when you guys. I don't know. Did you record that on these mics that we're seeing right now?
This mic that I have here, since I'm in the country house, right? It's all open. So you got the chickens, the dogs, the guy over here with the 24 hours a day leaf blower. So I set up, your car is soundproofed for the road, So I turn the car on, I put the AC on and let that run till it cools off in there. And then I set up my little studio inside the car.
You're kidding. It's a sound booth.
It's a sound booth, man. And that's where I recorded mine.
Well, it was a gamble, man.
So when
What
you
about
close the door, don't all the cables get broken?
No, I had the whole thing battery powered, man. I had my battery pack with my external recorder and my microphone here.
That's no joke, man. Mosquito bite on the leg and feet. What about you, Joe? How'd you record yours?
Well, I have in the spare room that we have over here, I have like a little kind of mini recording studio set up when I do my silly raps.
Okay.
So I just did my silly raps over there.
Hey.
But with
Silly.
this little,
Some good stuff.
my blue microphone here, man.
Oh, yeah.
I remember when you guys started sending me tracks, I was just crossing my fingers because I'm like, where are these guys recording and what are they recording to? And is it the right metronome? And how's it going to come together? Because usually you practice it live together and you see how it's going to work out. But we didn't do that in times of COVID. So it was just like a pure gamble, Dave. And then you just fly them in the track and they're nowhere where they need to be. They're like in.
I was completely off key because I ran out there, I set everything up, and I just belted it out. And then Alex is like, "You're in the wrong key, dude." I'm like, "Oh crap!"
But you guys you didn't have a reference. You weren't listening to the song as you did it.
No, because you told me you need
90 beats per minute. 90 beats per
90
minute.
beats per minute. You said 90 beats per minute. And then somehow between the time that I turned the car off and I climbed in the car, the tune left my head, but I had the metronome going. I had the time like it. I'm not gonna let Alex make fun of me on this song again. So I was like, I'm gonna nail this shit. And lo and behold, I went like, here's the key over here, and then I went over here. I don't know what happened.
But did you have like a little counter counting off 90 beats per minute or on your phone?
I had on my external my portable recorder, I had one earphone with a metronome.
His brain turnome. That's where
A
he
big
got it.
metronome.
That was
Yeah.
pretty wicked, and that was very scary because I told the engineer, all right, we have these 4 tracks, and each of you guys did 2 tracks, you doubled it. And then Joe, for some crazy reason, did 4 tracks. So now there's 6 tracks. And I told Igni, we're just gonna fly these in and line them up. No worries.
It'll be great.
Flew them in and they were like in the wrong place. But once he put it into the right measure, everything lined up pretty well. There was maybe, whenever you're doubling, it never lines up perfectly. He had to adjust a couple of things and then it worked out. And it was a big mistake, actually, because I told him to delete Joe's original voices that were too low and keep the high ones. Well, we had a little miscommunication there, and he left them all in. So when the song came, I'm like, oh, my dear Lord, what's happening here? There's too many people. And then Dave calls. He's like, that sounds cool, man. That was really, like, trippy. There's, like, 2 voices coming at you from the top, and then 2 from the side, and then 2 from under here. And that's what it sounds like when you hear it in headphones. It's like,
Yeah.
Dave says it sounds like a bunch of mosquitoes flying around your head.
When you said that, I was like, wow, because I'm not. I mean, truth be told, I'm not really used to singing in my higher. I'm used to rapping, so it's always all very kind of like. So then when you were just like, bring more energy, I was like, oh, I'm gonna bring energy, man. I'm gonna sing. And then when I sang, I was like, so everybody's like, that's you singing? I was like, yeah, that's me.
It's pretty wicked. It sounds kind of like it's a little bit 80s. It sounds like maybe like Journey or something. Or
That thing, it's fun. I don't know who it sounds like, but I can guarantee you it's fun. You're gonna be humming it all day long, and then you just end up playing it like 6 times in a row.
Hey, I kept on thinking about it. I was like, man, I hope one day, hopefully, sweet baby Jesus will allow us to like perform it live one day. I was like, that's gonna be a trip, man.
Ooh.
That's gonna be a trip.
your day has come.
Ooh.
You know
With
what?
all the latency.
Are you guys gonna do your part? Don't worry about the timing.
All right.
The nice thing is I don't have a part.
You could do
You
the
do the
dance.
choreography. You do
You're
the
like this.
choreography.
I'm gonna jump straight to the second verse, and we'll get straight into the invited artists. The feet, F-E-A-T, feet.
We're the feet of the song. We're the feet. We hold it up.
But you don't worry about the rhythm. Just keep it with it, guys. You guys, I think this. Do you know the lyrics? You guys have them? You remember them?
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's like 8 words.
Yeah. Something about mosquitoes.
A mosquito down at the Christmas tree burn. Down at the Christmas tree burn. Me no want to be a mosquito. Down at the Christmas tree burn. Down at the Christmas tree burn. Because the fire gets hot. The mosquito them drop. And the fire get hot, red hot. And the mosquito then drop. And then the baby wambo. 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 Here comes the baby wambo.
Yo.
Mosquito bite on the leg and feet.
Move your body straight to the beat.
Hear the bonchinche, hear the band. Call the bombero, fireman. Find a partner, then grab a tree. Throw it in on the ground of tree.
Step back, watch the fire rise. Watch mosquito fall from the sky. On the leg and feet. Move your body straight to the beat. Hear the bonchinche, hear the band. Call the bombero, fireman. Find your partner, then grab a tree. Throw it in on the ground of tree.
Step back, watch the fire rise.
Watch mosquito fall from the sky.
Me no want to be a mosquito down at the Christmas tree burn. Oh, dear latency.
Yes.
Did somebody record that?
Yeah, I have it.
Good. Oh, good.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
That's
But the
copyright.
thing
That's
is-
copyright right there. Copyright.
Yeah, copyright. TM. We don't have them on individual tracks, so it's already pre-mixed. Latency is all baked in.
That's just how it sounds on the album, so buy it. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Oh God, don't say that. Can you rewind? Can you delete that part?
Yeah, hold on. Let me rewind.
This was the official. This was the official music video that we just made right here.
You have to try.
That reminds me of one time David and I are at a reunion at his vendor table selling our CDs. And the night before we played live. And so this guy walks up to the table and like, hey, can I get a CD? I'm like, yeah, here's a new live one. He goes, well, if it sounds like last night, I don't want it. Dave's like, I want to punch that guy.
Sell it for double price, man.
But yeah, I mean, you got to thank God for people being like honest these days, you know, but that kind of stuff hurts, man.
You can't say that to an artist. What are you talking
No,
about?
man, that's like disastrous.
Joe and I were doing improv one time, And we go outside on the porch to say hello to the crowd. And Joe and I, because of the improv, the audience suggested that we do folk dancing or something like that. So we ended up doing like the Russian thing where you're squatting down and kicking. So we go outside on the porch, and one of the girls who was in the first row, she comes up to me. She's like, I could hear your knees popping the whole time.
I thought she was going to say that. I thought she was going to say something else.
Yeah. My skirt wrote
Yeah.
it.
You better check your boxers before you do anything like that next time, man.
Hey, but after that, man, we were oiling our joints every night before improv, man. You know, that what is it, WD-40, making sure that we weren't squeaking.
Yeah. So now every morning I do my yoga.
I can picture that.
Yeah. Well, I took us off on a side tangent, but let's get back to the Christmas album. So we got a few songs. We got a whole side B that's coming. What can people expect? I mean, one of the magical things of Shorty and Slim is that you guys can, and Raul Altamar said it the best. He's like, there's no genre here. You guys are every genre, and it's folk telling, it's history telling. So, you know, the first 5 songs on side A is a little bit of everything. It's a lot of fun. Is side B going to be more of one song, or is an equal mix of genres and creativity?
I
was going to say it's a typical Shorty and Slim mess where you may have full orchestration with the strings all and the cellos and the oboes, and then the next song you're hearing a ukulele and somebody beating some pans.
That's the way we like it. I think that's a testament to your guys' creativity and musical ability.
Yeah, I think that's Dave hit the nail on the head. There's one song that's reggae, similar to like a UB40 type reggae, like a mellow, the UB40 mellower reggae. It's got a really good drum beat. There's another song that's
10%.
Dave and I playing guitar. So it's like the original Shorty and Slim when we first did our live performances in the 90s, where it was he and I, and that was it. There was no other band members. So there's one song on there that's like that. That song is kind of a melancholic song. It's called what's it called? It's called The Poem, and it's about people we remember during Christmas, people who are either not on the planet anymore or have gone on or just in another country and we really miss them.
Aww.
So it's kind of a missing you type song. And it's really great because I think Dave and I haven't done just a straight guitar song in a long time. Wouldn't you say, Dave?
Yeah, I agree. And it is a heart-wrenching song, actually. It I don't know why. I guess it's the words. And you start thinking of the people you miss and the people who are gone, and it just, even now, just thinking about it. So
I'm getting goosebumps now.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it. I mean, that's the Christmas season. So that, you know, I think in Mexico, the Day of the Dead is like you die 3 times. The first time when you pass the earth, and the second time when you're in heaven, and the third time is when people stop remembering you. So I think that's a beautiful thing to in the holiday spirit.
And I think a lot of people, like during the holiday season, it's also about that, like, right, remembering people that you spent time with in the past. And I think that's kind of what's bittersweet about it, I guess, because, you know, you're kind of always very joyous with the holiday season, but then you're like, all right, I miss such and such person or whatever, and you just kind of, you know, it's interesting times.
And I think this year's worse. It's just because we are so isolated. It's you have so many friends that you would like to go see, just to see them, right? Just to say hello and spend 5 minutes with them. That's all it takes, is to say that, hey, I'm still here, I'm still thinking about you, and just know that, right? That I got your back. Yeah. And it's kind of rough this year.
What style of song is it? I mean, you guys have crossed every type of genre. You got 50s like doo-wop style. You've got reggae, Bobby Wamba. I don't know what that is, but it's fun.
That's
and way in the manger is.
You tell us, HB. It sounds like this. everything falls into place, but there's something missing. I've been searching for you. You were here for so long, so I expect to see you sitting there like you do. All I ever wanted to say is written in this poem that I keep locked away until it's Christmas morning. It's what you left for me, so I remember each December. And then it goes on.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, man.
You guys heard it here first. I'm already putting in my order for side B. My heart, I'm a little bit clamped.
It's kind of a song, guys, that like captures you. And for me personally, when we were writing it, it just consumed me.
Right.
I couldn't even go on to the next song. I don't know about David. Actually, David was sending me new versions every week. It just consumed us. That song just, because so many things come back into my mind when you're thinking of someone that's not around anymore.
Absolutely.
During Christmas.
Well, I would say that genre of song is Shorty and Slim. That's true from the heart, I think.
For sure, man.
Amen.
Heartfelt.
I'll take that.
Very heartfelt.
Yeah.
You there, Dave?
I'm there. I'm here.
He's here.
Thinking of family and friends.
We got a comment. We got a comment on the Instagram from Kelly Walsh, my wife. She says it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. Thank you, Kelly.
And Hugo Cabrera says, make it a calypso. We can do that during Carnival. We'll take that song and you guys can make a carnival version of it. So every season,
Rapscallions.
Featuring Rapscallions. Every season in Panama, you guys come out with a new album to highlight the traditions that we all know and love.
Just bring in the season.
There we go.
Yeah. So every 3 months, we're expecting an album from you guys.
Ooh, Lordy.
Simple.
It's work, man.
Simple.
Actually, it's easier to make music now when we're in pandemic because you can kind of get rid of all your distractions, you know.
Yeah. Joe's made a few. He's been most prolific at the beginning of Calypso
Calypso. At the beginning of Calypso, when it first started, I was most prolific.
Joe was just a young pup. At the beginning of quarantine, he came out with several raps like expressing his anxiety or frustrations with people who weren't following the things, you know. So you can check him out on at
Instagram.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Huh?
He has his rap songs.
On Joe Mesquita, at Joe Mesquita?
Yeah, man. I have Times of Corona, which is when this whole crap started. Then I forgot what the other one was called. That one's pretty cool too. And then I have a third one, which is where I was super frustrated. It was called Pensamientos. I didn't make a video for that one though, because it made me super angry. So it's on my SoundCloud.
Yeah. It's the whole story thing where the guy's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna worry about it. No one needs to follow the rules." And then his grandma gets sick, and then he goes to
visit his grandma. He goes to visit his grandma, and then he's like, "It's okay, grandma. I'm gonna go see you." And I was like, "Damn."
Oh man.
Don't go
No
visit
bueno.
grandma.
Well, Dave and I, we made a pact when we were making this Christmas album. We said no COVID songs.
Okay.
Not one mention of
No,
nothing.
that's good.
It's all seasons. It's all good spirited.
That's right.
Xmas, Isthmian spirit.
There's one song called "Christmas Morning Is Here," and it's very. In parentheses, I call it "We Are the World."
Which one is that one?
I didn't tell you that, Dave, but just the way it sounds, it's like "We are the world." We are the world.
Wait, hold on. And this is in side B.
We are the one.
This is side B. That's the one that's got 20 tracks of vocals, plus the other 17 that are there with like oboes, horns, whatever. I think there's a guitar in
You heard it here first. We Are the World, Part 4 by Shorty and Slim, side B, coming
When
soon.
you hear it, the chord progression, there's one chord progression that builds up, and it sounds, I swear, I think Cyndi Lauper and Huey Lewis are going to start singing "We Are the World." The first time I heard it, I looked at Iggy. I'm like, what's going on here? This is hard. This is going to be hard. This is something else. But then Tony Drums heard it. Tony Drums at Tony Drums. And he's like, I hear the Beatles. This is a Beatles song. I'm like, okay, all right, that's cool. But then he starts playing it. I'm like, the Beatles don't do that, where they're like, I'm like, what is that? I click on the mic, the in-room mic. I'm like, Tony, that's not the Beatles. He's like, oh, well, it starts out with Queen. And then it goes to the Beatles. I'm like, you just do your thing, Tony. And it actually sounds it's a bomb, dude. I haven't even heard it with all these voices in it, Dave. So that's going to be exciting.
Beautiful.
So that's We Are the World. And then the other one is called We Had Christmas, which David wrote in 1963, I think. When did you write that one?
1970.
What?
So David...
Don't say lies like that, because I will believe you.
Actually, I wrote it in 1970.
Okay.
1978.
You see? And Dave sent that one, and it had a lot of the vibe of the We Are the World one, but this one was written a lot earlier, because I remember you singing that song, David, when Hector was just a pup. I remember you singing that song a million years ago, so I knew the history of the song. But then Tony
we took those same chords and we used those chords to write Going Down to Panama. So I had to revamp this song so it didn't sound just like Going Down to Panama, because it uses the same bunch of chords.
Well, does that happen to you guys a lot? That you start writing a song that all of a sudden
Going Down to Panama really is a Christmas song.
Hey, throw it on the album, man.
I saw the video for that one on YouTube, man.
Yeah, well, we told Tony we want to make it. Well, I didn't tell Dave this part, but I said we kind of want to make it like a little bit reggae-ish. So he starts doing this hi-hat.
I love it.
And he reggae-fies it, but he does two different styles of reggae in the chorus and the verse. And the beginning of the song, there's no drums at all. It's just like this winter wonderland type thing, and soft flowing magic, and then the drums come in, and we put the bass line on it. This.
Heyo.
I love how Alex is like, yeah. So then Dave wrote this great song, but then Tony got a hold of it.
That's my life. Welcome to my world.
Don't cut your left ear off, man. We don't need a Van Gogh situation here.
So that's the reggae. That's the reggae one. And then there's the last one on side B is like, it's like America. It's all guitars. It's like, you got your guitar there, Dave, or should I? It's here.
You can use mine.
Dave. Yeah.
Pull that one off. These guys were doing the high fives earlier. High five, Joe.
What song are you doing?
Have a Merry Christmas from Have a Merry Sassmas, the song is called. Have a Merry Sassmas.
Oh, I like that.
Were you going to sing, or are you just going to stand there and nod?
Are you talking to me?
After that,
We don't know the song.
I've never heard it before. I'll sing it. It's improvised, Joe.
Yes.
I don't know about that latency thing is going to kill the album, so maybe I won't sing, but I can sing to my own version here. Have a Merry Christmas. Have a very Merry Christmas. Have a very Christmas. Christmas.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plain, and the mountains in reply echo still their joyous strain. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
Woo! Take a drink now. What's Rick?
Beautiful.
And so it's kind of a guitar song, but we got a little surprise in there. We can't tell you on the air right now because we're still making deals with the other artists. But there's going to be a little surprise on that song. I'll give you a hint.
Do I know about this?
Setch.
Do I know
Setch
about
is
this
gonna be on that
surprise?
Setch, guys. Setch
You
is
heard
on
it
Shorty
here
and
first. Setch is going to be on Shorty and Slim's album.
No, it's not Setch. It's not Setch. I wish it was, because then we wouldn't be here. But it's I'll give you a clue, a little hint though. The song right at this moment in time, as we sit here and talk, there's no percussion on the album. I mean, on that song.
Looks like we lost some internet here. I'm going to keep talking, see if we can cover the bridge. It always happens once or twice a show. Not to worry. We're at 0. All the lights are on my router. Everything's locked out. Here we go. We're coming back. I need some upload.
He's back.
Hey, we're back.
So it's David Guetta. David Guetta is on the next Shorty and Slim album.
Oh,
David
sweet.
Guetta.
I feel pretty ignorant because I don't even know who David Guetta is.
He does this a lot.
Margaret Hatcher wanted to come in and say hi.
Oh my God.
Nice.
Dude, she just gave
That's
birth
a
like
nice
20
big
times.
chicken. She'll peck
Go
your
do
eyes
some-
out. You better watch out.
She said, "What's up, all the people out there?
How's she feeling? How's she feeling?
How you feeling after just starting this week of giving
Birth.
eggs, giving birth to eggs?" She said,
Oh.
You get maternity leave?
That's our Margaret Hatcher showing for the week. She's got to go eat her dinner because she's got eggs to lay tomorrow.
She has a segment. She joins us for like 2 minutes every week.
Oh, I didn't know that. I would have been more prepared, man.
She's kind of a diva. She shows up whenever she wants.
Yeah.
Never know. You never know what's
No.
going to happen.
That's like she said.
We have more shout outs. Not only is Margaret Hatcher getting her time on the air, but Reynaldo R. Royo, Wapin HB, aquí soportándolos a ustedes, mis Panasonians. Slim and I go way back to the days of our birth. Saludos, loco.
Oh my God, that's true.
And we had someone here saying that they were one of the elves in. I lost the comment. Anyway, everyone's chiming in. Hugo got a kick out of our Calypso version of Christmas songs. There you go.
Nice, Hugo.
And I can't find the comment where the person said they were an actual elf in the Zonian Santa Claus sleigh.
What? Man, that's
Katie
pretty cool.
Lanigan's chiming in. She says, "What's up, rapscallions?" Tuning in for the first time.
Did you just say Katie Lang?
Lanigan.
Katie Lang started watching us, Shorty.
We're gonna have a collaboration of Katie Lang and Setch.
Hi, Katie. Hi, Katie.
Man, that's going to be epic.
We love you. Katie Lang watched us. Oh,
So
no.
how many songs are on side B?
Side B has 4 songs.
4. So it's gonna be. Is it gonna be its own LP? What's the thought process right now?
It's an EP.
It's an EP.
EP, and when you put side A and B together, they're both EPs. And they
Ultron comes out like
Yeah, Transformer.
powers combined. You get a mega album.
Mega album. Whoa.
it becomes a blockbuster blowout, a full Christmas album when you put side A and side B together.
That's
So
beautiful.
If you side A and side B, but if you buy them together, it's the same price.
Say, oh, look at that. Christmas extravaganza deals in the Christmas spirit.
You buy
And
one,
it's
you
not
get none free.
So, so the whole of the parts is the sum of the total of the price.
Hey man, this is physics 101 right here, man. I learned a lot. I didn't know this.
And you know, I had a question here. Is like having good science teachers help you think outside the box. Absolutely right. Two of my favorite science teachers, Dave Seitz and Myra Seitz. Excellent teachers. Really sparked the creative scientist in my mind.
You almost stopped that really sparked. You just stopped for a second.
Sparked.
And I can tell HB stories, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
We could do a whole Rapscallions episode on just HB's youth.
Oh yeah, dissecting the
HB
cat.
stories.
Oh my god, that was a good one.
Is that where you put a cigarette in one of the cat's mouth or something like that? Is that you?
No, I took the sex organs out of one cat and I sewed them into another one. And I called. I was like, Mr. Seitz, I don't understand what's happening here. And he runs over and he was like, the probability of a hermaphroditic cat is 1 in 800,000. And then he took his tool and he follows the uterus, and then the suture breaks and he pulls it off and he looks at me. He's like, good times. Hermaphroditic cats and scalpels.
Balboa High School, Dodge education, baby.
Yeah, that was a really fun class and educational. Yeah. Hey, we've got 3 minutes left. What do we need to pimp? What do we need to say?
We need
Man.
to pimp.
Pimp it out, Dave. We pimped out a lot of the Merry Xmas album today.
Yeah. If you can help us out and buy one of those albums, it's $5. We don't see but half of that money, so it's we got to sell some CDs if we want to keep doing this. It does cost a lot of money to do this, but we love doing it, and as long as we can at least break even, we'll keep doing it. So please help us out, and we will continue to bring you more music if that's what you want.
There
We
you
appreciate
go.
it.
saspanama.bandcamp.com. Not only is this album available, but if you can see all their albums are on there. Every single one of them. What is this? How many albums are there? And at the bottom, the Panama City song with
it's a bunch.
And they're all a lot of fun. They're all a lot of fun. Also, if you buy some merch, some some t-shirts,
TV.
we can add TVs on there. I know a guy in the free zone that can get a good price on some branded TVs.
I like it.
Buy some TVs. Tune into the Rapscallions every Sunday. Guys, it's a pleasure. You know, we can do another 30 minutes if you like. You have another song in you? What do you guys need?
I just want to thank you for having us on here, HB. Not only as a
feat,
as an artist, but more as friends of you guys, and just trying to manage this whole situation as best we can, with guys like you bringing joy and laughter and stupidness to your home, right to your home. You don't have to leave.
We're good at that. We're good at bringing stupid into people's houses.
If there's anything we're good at, we'll invade your home with stupidity.
Is that on the list? Oh, we have Bonch tomorrow. You could join us for Bonch.
Yes, that's always fun. Bonch time.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. You check out Shorty and Slim on their YouTube Live.
Stupid.
Yes.
There's a difference between this and this. And you guys provide us with this.
That's right.
Oh, nice.
Because that's like the cool stupid, you know?
Stupid. We get stupid in here.
We get stupid, dog.
Wobble, with a bobble, wobble.
And you go out this afternoon, and everybody's on the streets doing this, Bobby Wombo, Central Avenue.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna, Joe and I have worked with in the theater. We've worked with some choreographers brilliant dancers. We'll see if we can enlist them to join the fun and come up with a TikTok Bobby Wombo challenge.
Bobby Wombo challenge, y'all.
Ooh.
Yo.
Uh-huh. Yo.
Hey, Richard Grimson's chimed in. Irie Christmas to Sass and Rapscallion.
Richard. Richard.
So we got all kinds of tons of fans. There's so many Shorty and Slim fans out there, and now all the Rapscallion fans are Shorty and Slim fans. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
We have so many fam scallions.
The Fam Scallions and the Sass Scallions. Fam Sassians.
Scallions.
All right. It's 5:01. Anyone have any parting words? Alex, you're first.
Hey, thank you guys. Have a very Merry Christmas. Stay safe. Listen to Shorty and Slim and watch the Rapscallions on Sundays at 3.
Dave, you're next.
Thank you guys for having us. It's been fun. Enjoy it every time you guys ask us. Please ask us back sometime in the future for when we do our next album.
In Carnaval is the next album, right? You heard it here first.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go, and then Joe's gonna wrap us up. So I want to thank you guys. You're some of my favorite people. Being able to collaborate with you guys, as always, is a pleasure. Lots of fun, and having you guys on the show. I mean, half of it's laughter. So thank you again, Joe. Sign us out. Wait, before we go, the song that you're gonna hear when we sign out is the Bobby Wombo song. You can find that song at sasspanama.bandcamp.com. Joe, take us out with your inspiring Christmas words.
Yo, this is a blessing. It's a dream come true. Rapscallions, Shorty is Slim, Christmas album. You guys got to get that on sasspanama.bandcamp. Stay safe. Merry Christmas. We love you all. Peace.
Till next week, tune in tomorrow, Monday, on the Bonch time. You got to tune in for the sweetest Bonch. And now stay tuned. You're going to hear the Bobby Wombo song. See you guys next week. Thank you.
Every year in January, all the kids take down their Christmas tree, and we all get together as a community and we set those trees on fire.
Me no want to be a mosquito down at the Christmas tree burn. Down at the Christmas tree burn. Me no want to be a mosquito down at the Christmas tree burn. Down at the Christmas tree burn. Because the fire get hot, hot, hot. And the mosquito them drop, drop, drop. And then the fire get hot, red hot. And the mosquito them pop, pop, pop. And they do the Bobby Wombo. And they do the Bobby Wombo. And they do the Bobby Wombo. Oh, and then they do the Bobby Wombo. Me no want to be a mosquito down at the Christmas tree burn. Down at the Christmas tree burn. Come me no want to be a mosquito down at the Christmas tree burn. Down at the Christmas tree burn. The beer leg we bite, bite, bite. The barbecue just right, right, right. We making music through the night, night, night. And then they make a fire light, light, light. And they do the Bobby Wombo. 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 And then 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 they do the Bobby Wombo.
Mosquito bite on the leg and feet.
Move your body, sway to the beat.
Hear the punching check, hear the band.
Call the bombero fireman.
Find a partner, then grab a tree.
Throw it in on the count of three. Step back, watch the fire rise.
Watch mosquito drop from the sky. Mosquito bite on the leg and feet. Move your body straight to the beat. Hear the punching check, hear the band. Call the bombero fireman. Find a partner, then grab a tree. Throw it in on the count of three. Step back, watch the fire rise. Watch mosquito drop from the sky.
Me no want to be a mosquito down at the Christmas tree burn. Down at the Christmas tree burn.